All right, welcome back to JonesyCast. My name's Jonesy. This is the cast. Basically, what I do is go through Reddit, relationship advice, etc., and do video responses. Hey, please like and subscribe if you would like to subscribe. If you would not like to subscribe, that's okay too. Let's get into it. We are here on relationship advice posted by user The Ugly Duck 4 minutes ago. Boyfriend asked me to get a boob job. I don't know if I should be offended. Okay. So I've read the post. This video is for the OP. Any other viewers, please click the link in the description if you want more context. Essentially, the OP was thinking about getting a boob job. She's with a, well, I should speak to you, I suppose. You're with a young man who, fuck it, let's just go through it. So you've been dating him since the start of this year. It's all nearly September. One of our issues is sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough for him. And there's a good reason that you feel that way. I don't think it's true, but it seems that he has made the case pretty clear that he doesn't find you attractive, which is a little bit rude. I mean, look, no one can change what they desire. They can only control what they do about those desires, but I don't think some of his behavior has been admirable. So you've said here, one of our issues, I feel like I'm not good enough. The reason we didn't start dating officially sooner is because he didn't want to commit. He felt that he wanted to stay open until he found his perfect woman, meaning in both personality and looks. We're a great match in personality, but I'm not up to his standards physically. Okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. And the reason it's a problem is because he can't control what he desires. No one can. You can't, I can't, he can't, right? No one decides what they want. They just want, and then they decide what they do about what they want, right? So we're a great match in personality, but I'm not up to his standards physically. He likes beautiful women that are thin with large breasts. Well, what a generic male. Thin with large breasts. Probably because he doesn't understand that thin women with large breasts have back problems. They have bra problems. They have physical problems. I mean, there's so much that men don't understand about women that they probably should. Though people tell me otherwise, I don't see myself as beautiful. Welcome to the club, babe. Welcome to the club. I mean, look, my girlfriend is gorgeous in my eyes, but not in hers. And she's, you know, she's slender but doesn't have big breasts, and I like it that way. I mean, that's what I like. So I mean, look, I don't see myself as, I know that I'm cute but definitely not beautiful. I'm also chubby and my breasts are small. Okay, I've mentioned before that I was thinking about maybe getting getting a boob job in the future. This was about a year ago. He told me to do whatever makes me happy. I've since told him that I don't plan on getting one for both financial and personal reasons. Nothing against women who have, I just prefer having natural breasts. Good on you. Good on you. Just keep this in mind. If you get breast implants, you can't breastfeed. Okay. Now there's something to be said about the connection between a mother and a child breastfeeding. Not all women want it, but that's just something to think about. When we have sex, I keep my shirt on because I'm insecure about my stomach. He never comments on it or tries to take it off during. I assume he understood my security and didn't want to push me. Look, I'm insecure about my stomach. Is it surgery? Is it a scar? Is it just you've got a bit of fat there? I imagine it's probably a little bit of fat there. I mean, everyone does. The problem that a lot of women, including you, have is the fact that men these days have millions of women, of absolutely stunning looking women, not beautiful women, but stunning looking women at their fingertips. And so that's what women are physically being compared to now. I mean, a girl like you 100 years ago would have had every single man on the block chasing her. They would be lining up to see you naked. The problem is that the expectations of males these days is just completely unrealistic, and it has damaged men, women, and the relationships between them. Okay, so last night we were having a conversation about our sex life and how much we love it because it's honestly great. Okay. He then brought up that I don't take my shirt off and that he doesn't push me because he doesn't care for my small breasts. So there really isn't much to look at anyways. God. Oh, that hurts me. And I'm a man and I'm not you and I don't have to date him. God damn. That was rude. Okay. What he did was, it was rude. So I can understand why you felt so hurt and unattracted and unattractive. You're completely well within your rights to feel that way. I'm not going to give you grief about that at all. Okay. This honestly kind of hurt me, but I just got quiet. He asked me if I could get a boob job and offered to pay for it. He makes $90K a year and I only make about 15. I told him that it hurt my feelings and he didn't understand why, because I had mentioned wanting to get one before. I told him that we would talk about it another time because I was honestly really hurt and needed to take a day to collect myself instead of letting my feelings get in the way of an honest conversation. You made the right move. That was a very intelligent move, and I'll give you that. Props to you for that, because conversations that are that complex don't need the added layer of heightened emotion, right? So that was a very good move. I called off work today and stayed home while he went to work. I woke up feeling utterly disgusted with myself. All I could think about was the conversation and how much I hate myself and my body, and I've been stewing in my insecurity all day. Okay. Here's what we need to deal with. And by we, I mean you. And you know that. Because I'm just going to go after this video and do my life, right? But you're stuck with you, and that's the point. That's the point. Your body is the only body you have. Okay? It's the only body you get. And so you have a couple of options. You can be satisfied with it or not. If you're satisfied with it, don't do anything. If you're not satisfied with it, that splits down into don't do anything about it, which means develop resentment against yourself and self-hate, and eventually that goes very bad places. Or B, do something about it. But don't do it for him. Don't do it for another man. Do it for you. You need to get your body to a stage where you are happy with it. Fuck what he thinks. Fuck what any other guy thinks. And here's why. Because if you start doing something for other people, what happens if those other people aren't in your life or it's not good enough? I mean, look, if you are a little bit chubby and you have small boobs, he likes beautiful women that are thin with large breasts. So you've just identified two factors. You can fix the small breasts, but you can't fix the chubby unless you're going to work out every day and a lot. And even then, it's not going to be good enough because you are a woman and women age, right? Women get... My dog's just having a tantrum on the bed. Women get... They decompose over time. It's what men do too. The problem is that men are not as... Like, their mating strategy doesn't rely so much on their looks. Listen, you need to be with a guy who accepts that you are going to not be as good as he wants, right? That accepts that look, you need to, don't just let your body go. You can't just eat Cheetos and sit on the couch all day all the time. You need to exercise, you need to eat right, etc. But everybody does, right? I do. You do. He does, but some people are just genetically blessed. So here's the problem. If you get a boob job for him, what happens if it's not enough? Then you've got a boob job for a guy. You didn't do it for you. So you have to take him on your chest through your life. Okay. If you're going to get one, do it for you, but I wouldn't do it. Now I think you've already decided that, but I just wanted to explain my philosophy behind that. I don't know if I should be offended at the fact that he's asked you to get one. I mean, I don't know if you should be offended, but I don't think that's really relevant. I mean, the question is not really offense. The truth hurts, but it doesn't offend. Offense is something that should not have happened. Hurt is just a response to something that's happened, right? The truth hurts, but it shouldn't offend because it's the truth. And the truth is, it seems, that he is not as attracted to you as you would like. But that's okay. Because he's not the only guy in the world. I mean, I don't know how long you've been dating him. Oh, yeah, sorry. New Year's Day. seeing each other on and off casually since August 2018. Okay, here's what it looks like has happened. He's been with the girl that is acceptable, you, since August 2018. So 3 years now. And then he got into an official relationship at the start of this year. I would be interested to see why he did that when it appears to be the case that you are not good enough for him. Now, just keep in mind, this is all intellectual. I'm not saying you're not good enough for him. And even if I did, who cares? I'm not good enough for a damn lot of women. Whether it's that I'm ugly or I'm arrogant or I'm white or I'm whatever, right? There's a whole lot of lesbians that don't want me. I don't feel worse about that. So I would encourage you, listen, I'm not going to tell you to not feel bad. I'm going to tell you that you feel bad because you're letting your self-value be determined by the external value of the other. And because he's such important in your life, you don't care about how I find you attractive because you don't know me, but you care about how he finds you attractive because it matters, because you're with him, right? So here's what you do. After I've just ranted for 11 minutes, here's what you do. Have a conversation with him. And I don't know how to approach the situation. If I don't get a boob job, will he dump me because he isn't attracted to me? Maybe. I mean, that's just something that we have to think about, and we have to deal with that possibility. And it doesn't matter if you ask him whether that's going to be the case, because he doesn't know. You can't ask someone that and expect them to tell you the truth, because it's a question to which they don't know the answer. Am I a hypocrite? Am I taking offense to his offer because I had mentioned wanting the procedure below? No, you are allowed to change your mind. I mean, I change my mind all the time. Am I being over dramatic? No. The past 30-ish hours have been terrible, and I feel like my relationship with my best friend is slipping because of this. I love him so much and don't want to lose him. Okay. You need to tell him that. You need to tell him, look, I love you for more than your looks, and I hope you love me for more than my looks. I want to be with you. So I will do what it takes to be with you. I'm not going to get a boob job because I'm not ashamed of my small breasts. But I'm willing to work out. I'm willing to eat right. I'm willing to be the best woman that I can be. I'm willing to be the best ugly duck, right? Because that's your username. That you can be. That's what you need to be. Listen, have a conversation with him. And in that conversation has no full stop at the end of it. Okay, there's a lot of conversations that people have that have a full stop because they want the answer to a question so much that they drive the other person to the wrong answer because they push for closure so much that the other person doesn't have space to be able to think about it. So have this conversation and just say, look, this is how I feel. I'm not blaming you. You want what you want. There's nothing any of us can do about that, but I'm hurt. And let him think about it. But you've also got to be prepared for the fact that he might break up with you, and just understand that you'll be okay. You were okay before him, and you will be okay after him if that's what it goes to. I mean, I'm not saying that it has to, but you're going to be okay. Okay. So I know you don't want to lose him. Here's what I would do before I finish this video. I'm just looking at my puppy again. Here's what I would do. I would write down what you want in a relationship. Write down what you don't want in a relationship. Write down what you want in a man, and write down what you don't want in a man. And then write down what you want and don't want in yourself. 3 things. Man, myself, relationship. What do I want and what do I not want? And then compare him to that list. And then get him to do the same. And if you don't meet each other's lists, I mean, look, some of them are non-negotiable and some of them are negotiable. If he doesn't meet the non-negotiables, there's your answer. If you don't meet the non-negotiables, there's your answer. And look, this video has a bit of harshness in it, but I would rather be cruel to be kind now than allow you to stay in a relationship that feels good some of the time, but you know that you're not being really valued for the woman that you are. Listen, everyone is beautiful individually, but everyone is also an acquired taste. It may be the case that you are not his taste, and you just have to find that out. It may be the case that you sort yourself out, you really tighten your body up, because that's the element here, the physical element. It could be the case that you tighten your body up and then you're good. Who knows? But you need to have that conversation with him. And don't have any expectations in that conversation. Just be honest and just fall in love again with him in honesty. I know I've ranted, and I know that I'm just some guy on the internet, and I hope this video has helped. And I wish you the best.